Quin-Rong Wu was an 11-year-old fifth grader living in Chinatown, New York. Her and her parents, brother, and older sister had recently moved to America from Guangdong, a province in China, just 17 months earlier. Due to China's strict family planning laws, Quinn had never lived with her parents before coming to America. Instead, she lived an hour away with relatives. While Quinn enjoyed her school, adjusting to the new life in America was hard. The family lived in a small, cluttered apartment. Their father worked long shifts in a noodle factory where he made just $290 a week. Her mother worked in a clothing factory. On March 13th, her mother walked her to school on Henry Street and kissed her goodbye. Quinn walked the remaining half block to school by herself. Her mother then went back home to cook her son breakfast. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary until later on when the family discovered that Quinn had never attended school that day. A massive search ensued. A witness came forward saying that twice on the day Quin-Rong disappeared, she saw a bearded man on the Lower East Side subway with a young Asian girl. The witness described the man as 40 to 50 years old and said she had seen the two on an Uptown B train at the Grand Street station less than an hour after Quin-Rong was last seen. Cops searched the subways hoping to find more witnesses who had also seen this large bearded man. Quinn's mother even quit her job to wait home in case her daughter returned, but she never did. On May 28th, Quin-Rong was found dead, having been strangled, and left in the East River. According to the medical examiners, the killer had used his bare hands to strangle her, and there was bruising that indicated she may have been sexually assaulted. Her family was devastated by the news. When police told Quinn's mother, she wept, saying that there's nothing to look forward to now. The city also mourned her death, and her funeral was attended by the mayor, top city politicians, and prominent Chinatown leaders. Rewards were offered for her killer's capture. But with nothing more than one witness account, it became difficult for police. At one point, they considered the Chinatown rapist a potential suspect, but he was never caught. He assaulted several young Asian girls at knife point in 1994. They also twice questioned a homeless man named John Hayward, who fit the sketch of the man on the subway. Things became even more difficult when new information about her family began to surface. At one point, it was revealed that the Wus had had an infant daughter who died in China. The infant had allegedly been found in a river. When questioned about this, the parents told police different stories about how she had died, raising investigator suspicions. Also, rumors started that Quin-Rong had worked at the factory with her mother and that her mother could be heard yelling at her. Lastly, police thought it strange that after the funeral, the family never contacted them to check in with the case. But it's important to note that the story of the infant daughter in China has never been confirmed, and while the mother admits to Quin-Rong being at the factory with her, she claims that she never forced her to work there. It didn't seem logical that the family would have had anything to do with Quin-Rong's murder. The family became upset and distrustful of the police after, and little is known about them today. It's been over 20 years since the murder of 11-year-old Quin-Rong Wu, and there have been virtually no recent breakthroughs.